If you're using the suggested Spotify playlist, press play now. Start in Tadasana. We'll begin with a warm-up for the shoulders and upper back. As you inhale, lift the shoulders forward and up. Exhale them back and down. Fingertips come to the shoulders. Now the elbows trace the circle. Now extend the arms in front of you. Fingertips trace the circle. Inhale as they come up. Exhale as they move back and down. Take that again. Shoulder circle. Now elbows lead. Now fingertips lead. One last time. Shoulders, elbows, fingers. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Hands can touch or not, depending on your shoulders. And now side bend over to the right. Press down through the left foot. Inhale, come back up to neutral, and then exhale, side bend to the left, pressing the right foot into the mat. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, lean over to the right. Inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, gently release the arms and shake them out if you need to. Go ahead and grab your strap or whatever you may have that resembles a yoga strap. Could be a towel, a shirt, a pair of pants, a dog leash, etc. Bring the strap behind you. Hold with both hands so the thumbs are inward toward one another. And then extend the arms back. The hands can be as wide or narrow as you can handle. Then gently lift the arms up behind you, moving the hands away from the pelvis. As you do this, lift the chest. This targets the front of the shoulders, which are the deltoid muscles. Breathe through the upper ribs and upper back. Take a few more breaths. Gently release the arms. We're going to switch the hands so the thumbs now point outward, away from one another, and we'll do the same stretch again. Once your hands are positioned and the arms are at a comfortable distance apart, start to lift the arms up and back. Breathe through the chest. Open it up, open that heart center. Take a couple more breaths. Gently release. You can let go of the strap and we'll come back to that in a little bit. Take 2 more rounds of the shoulder, elbow, fingertip circles. Shoulders start, then the elbows, and the fingers. Shoulders again, then the elbows, and the fingertips. Good. Go ahead and shake all of that out. Now let's move to the wall. Stand sideways at the wall and place the palm of your hand on the wall. Move to press the armpit into the wall without leaning. The other hand can rest on your rib cage. This is a nice opener for the armpit, the latissimus dorsi, and the serratus, among other muscles. This stretch can help improve the arm position for Warrior One. Remember, we don't want any pins, needles, or tingling sensations in the arm or hands. If that happens to you, ease out of the stretch until the sensation goes away. You can return to it if it feels okay for you. Gently release and we'll move on to the other side. Bring the second hand up to the wall and scooch closer to the wall so you feel a stretch through the armpit. Other hand can rest on your rib cage. Just breathe. Make sure your head is in alignment and not dropped forward. In addition to helping your Warrior One arms, this also helps open the shoulders for downward facing dog. We'll get more into that next. Gently release that arm down and shake it out if you'd like. Turn to face the wall, or you can do this on a chair or countertop if you'd rather. Arms lift to shoulder height. Press both palms against the wall or place them on the top of the chair. Walk the feet back into a modified downward facing dog. Keep the head in line with your shoulders. We want to avoid letting it drop forward so that we don't overstretch the back of the neck. You also want to avoid lifting it up too much, which can result in a strained neck. If the low back hurts or your hamstrings are tight, bend the knees slightly. Keep the feet planted on the floor. Our attention is to the shoulders, chest, and upper back area, so if you feel it in other places, that's okay, but we don't want those other places to be the most intense sensation. On your inhale, bring yourself back up to vertical. We're going to stay at the wall for just a little bit longer. Bring the hands back on the wall, but in line with your ears as opposed to the shoulders. Walk the feet back again and let the chest sink downward. This is a modified version of Happy Puppy that is typically done face down on the mat. This version is more user-friendly as it's less intense. It's the same target area, and again, if it hurts your back or is too much on the hamstrings, bend the knees. We won't stay here as long as we did in Down Dog, but you can always return to this or press pause to stay longer if you'd like. Take one more breath. Bring yourself back up to vertical and shake it out. The last thing we'll do at the wall is some pectoralis opening. One arm extends out to your side, palm of the hand against the wall, about shoulder height, and the fingers point back. Turn the body away from the wall and lift the chest. You've probably seen this one before. I know I've put this in some other videos too, but it works. Not only does this open the chest and the pecs, it also opens the triceps, those pesky carpal tunnel muscles, the wrist, and even the hand and finger muscles. Now the fascia or connective tissue also gets a nice tug in this position, great for anyone who works with their hands. One more breath here. Gently release by turning toward the arm and then taking it off the wall. Switch to the other side. Place the second hand on the wall, shoulder height, fingers back. Turn your body away from the arm and the chest stays lifted. One more breath. Gently release and shake it out. This next part you can either do sitting or standing. If you're sitting, find a comfortable way to sit. Now we will focus on improving eagle pose arms. So, bring the arms into eagle pose, right arm under the left. It's okay if the hands don't connect. This is a test to see where you're at. How does it feel? Take notice of the tight spots. Release the arms. Let's get a little deeper. We'll start with a traditional deltoid stretch with the left arm. Bring the arm across the chest and pull with the other forearm. Palm faces the back with the thumb upward. Take a few breaths with the hand in this position. Turn the palm up to the ceiling. Take a couple breaths. Now turn the palm down to the floor. Take a couple breaths. Gently release. Let's try eagle arms again. Same side, right arm underneath. Did it improve at all? Does it feel any better? If it doesn't, go through those deltoid stretches one more time. Well, we're looking for micro changes. To expect 100% difference is not realistic, especially if you have tight shoulders. In fact, this may be a stretch that you'll have to come back to consistently over time in order to get the hands to touch in eagle arms. If it does feel a bit better, great. Let's move on to the other side. This time, take the left arm underneath. Take notice of how it feels where the tight spots are. Gently release. take the right arm across the chest. Pull with the opposite forearm, thumb up so the palm is facing back, and take a couple breaths. Turn the palm up to the ceiling and take a couple breaths. Now turn the palm to the floor. Take a couple breaths. Gently release. Now move into eagle arms again on the same side, left arm underneath. Any difference? Did it improve at all? If it doesn't, go through those deltoid stretches one more time. If it does feel a bit better, awesome. Release by rolling the shoulders out. Let's explore how to improve cow face arms now. Bring the right arm up overhead. Left arm comes down and behind you. Both elbows bend and fingers are looking to connect. If you have tight shoulders, this isn't going to happen easily. Grab your strap or like item with your top hand. Let the strap drop down behind you and find it with the other hand. Walk the fingers toward one another. We're not looking for a deep intensity here, just an awareness of where the tightness is for you. If you can, lift the head. Okay, slowly release the arms. If the top arm is tight, then you want to take a traditional tricep stretch. Bring the right arm overhead, grab the elbow with the other hand, and gently pull. Again, make sure the head is upright. If you can handle a bit more intensity, lean over to the left with a small side bend. Make sure you're breathing. Slowly release the arms. If the bottom shoulder is tight, bend that elbow and bring the hand behind the back. Use the other hand to gently pull it to the right. Be mindful that the left shoulder doesn't roll forward. Keep it in a neutral position. This has a lot to do with the rotation and mobility of the shoulder, as well as the flexibility of the front deltoid muscle. If this feels okay, then start moving the left hand up toward the spine. Remember, no pins, needles, or tingling in the hands. If you feel this, then release the stretch. Okay, release and shake the arms out a bit. Now try cow face arms again on this side. Right arm up, left arm down, and use the prop if you used it initially. Does it feel more comfortable now? Did the fingers get just a little bit closer? If not, try all of that again. If it did get better, great. Let's move to the other side. Left arm up, right arm down and behind. If you need it, grab your prop to connect the hands. Notice where you feel sensation. Where are the tight spots? It's going to be different than the first side because each shoulder has its own personality, its own usage. If you're right-handed or left-handed, it's going to feel different than your non-dominant hand. All right, so we go through the same process. If the top arm is tight, do the traditional tricep stretch. Add the side bend only if it's appropriate for this side. Slowly release the arms. If the bottom shoulder was tight, bend that elbow and bring the hand behind the back. Use the other hand to gently pull it to the left. Be mindful that the right shoulder stays neutral. If this is okay, then start moving the right hand up toward the spine. Gently release and shake the arms out. Try cow face arms again on this side. Left arm up, right arm down and behind. How does it feel? Any better? Any more comfortable? You can always come back to this practice to improve the openness of your shoulders. Go ahead and shake out the arms. Rest the hands on the thighs or stack them in your lap. Just sit and breathe. eyes closed, or look down to the tip of your nose. Allow yourself to feel the sensations in your shoulders and upper body while in stillness. Feel the feels. If you prefer Shavasana, then lie down and take rest. Shavasana is always a good idea. Enjoy these few moments for yourself to just breathe. I hope this practice was helpful for you and your journey to less stiff shoulders. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Have more time? Check out one of these beautiful practices over here, and there's more suggestions in the description below. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.